Bozoma St. John teases new gig with Jimmy Fallon. What a thrill! Bozoma St. John teams up with Jimmy Fallon for new creative competition series. Bozoma St. John is making her return to television with an exciting new venture. After gaining attention on a popular reality show, the seasoned marketing professional is stepping into a new spotlight alongside late-night host Jimmy Fallon in an upcoming competition series titled On Brand with Jimmy Fallon. In the series, Bozoma and Jimmy will work together to discover the next breakthrough marketing idea. The show will feature a group of creatives from an in-house agency team tackling branding challenges from major companies. Participants will pitch ideas ranging from jingles and ad campaigns to experiential activations, with the chance to see their concepts brought to life. Bozoma will take on the role of Chief Marketing Officer for the fictional on-brand agency. She'll mentor the contestants and offer expert guidance throughout the competition, using her deep background in marketing to evaluate their work. Sharing an early behind-the-scenes photo on social media, Bozoma expressed her excitement for the project. "The first look on set for our new show," she wrote, alongside a photo of her and Fallon on set. According to Briefing on Bravo, the final will feature a final challenge where one standout creative will be awarded a prize and recognition for their visionary thinking. The show emphasizes innovation and originality with a simple motto: "The best idea wins." Bozoma reflected on the opportunity in a recent interview, saying, "It's been a joy to bring my passion for branding to this new project. Every step of the way has been an adventure. I'm honored to be part of something that celebrates bold creativity." Jimmy Fallon also acknowledged Bozoma's impactful career during a recent appearance, highlighting her extensive experience in leadership roles at top companies and her influence in the world of entertainment marketing. With a mix of competition, mentorship, and bold ideas, On Brand with Jimmy Fallon aims to offer a fresh perspective on how powerful branding can shape culture. On Brand, a bold idea. The pitch. The lights were low in Studio 6B when Bozoma St. John stepped onto the stage, heels clicking sharply against the polished floor. Across from her, Jimmy Fallon stood by a whiteboard, drawing stick figures and chuckling to himself. "So you're telling me we're building an ad agency inside a TV show?" he asked, glancing at Bozoma with mock skepticism. "Yes," she replied, grinning, "and not just any agency, a creative powerhouse. One where the world's most unexpected marketing geniuses will rise." Jimmy tossed the marker aside, eyes twinkling. "I'm in, but I call dibs on naming it." That was how On Brand with Jimmy Fallon was born. What started as a brainstorming session in NBC's Creative Lab quickly turned into one of the most ambitious unscripted series in the network's history. Combining Bozoma St. John's unmatched marketing acumen with Jimmy Fallon's quick wit and showmanship, the series aimed to turn branding into a high-stakes spectacle. The creatives arrive. The contestants, 12 in total, were flown in from all corners of the country. They were designers, copywriters, experiential architects, sound engineers, and self-taught content creators. They had one thing in common: a passion for ideas that stick. As they arrived at the On Brand agency's custom-built headquarters in downtown Brooklyn, a gleaming, open-concept space with neon signs, espresso taps, and floating holograms of past ad campaigns, they were greeted by a giant billboard that read, "Welcome to On Brand. The best idea wins." Bozoma addressed them from a spiral staircase above. "Here, creativity meets commerce," she declared. "Each week, you'll face a branding challenge from a real-world company. You'll pitch your campaign to me and Jimmy, and sometimes to the actual brand executives." The contestants murmured excitedly. This wasn't a game. It was a launchpad. The first challenge? The rebrand. Week 1 began with a challenge that had the creatives buzzing. Rebranding a legacy cereal company struggling to connect with Gen Z. "You'll work in teams," Jimmy announced. Think TikTok meets Tony the Tiger. Each team had 48 hours to reimagine the brand, from visual identity to social media voice. Bozoma roamed the creative bullpen offering feedback. Don't think like advertisers, she told one team, think like culture makers. What would make you stop scrolling? One team proposed a surreal animated web series. Another wanted to turn the cereal boxes into QR code portals to AR dance competitions. But it was a quiet graphic designer from Atlanta named Keisha who surprised everyone. Her campaign featured cereal-themed tarot cards, each revealing a new personality trait, blending mysticism with breakfast. It's weird, it's brilliant, Bozoma said. I love it. Keisha's team won the week, but tensions had started to brew. Clashing egos. By week 3, the creatives had found their rhythm, and their rivals. Dante, a viral content creator known for his edgy humor, clashed constantly with Jordan, a perfectionist art director from San Francisco. Their task? Create an immersive experience for a tech company launching a new smart home device. Dante pitched a haunted house where appliances misbehave until calmed by the product. It's a metaphor, he yelled during a team meeting. It's a liability, Jordan replied flatly. Bozoma intervened with a mentor session. You're both brilliant, she said, but your ideas won't survive if your egos can't. This is about the client, not your personal brand. Later, Jimmy tried to lighten the mood with a skit mocking bad brainstorming sessions, featuring a puppet named Pitchy McPitchface. It worked for a while. The guest judges, mid-season, brought celebrity guest judges. Pharrell Williams evaluated the Sonic Branding Challenge, where contestants had to create audio identities for an eco-friendly sneaker line. It has to feel like the product is dancing, he said. Another week saw Gwyneth Paltrow judging wellness brand concepts. One team pitched meditation in a bottle, a perfume that came with a curated Spotify playlist and breathing guide. But it was the Disaster Week episode that made headlines. Tasked with salvaging a brand caught in a PR nightmare, contestants had to launch redemption campaigns. Some floundered, unsure how to blend sincerity with strategy. Others, like Keisha and Jordan, thrived. They proposed a transparent, behind-the-scenes documentary campaign that showed the brand actively listening and changing. The company's real-world CMO appeared via video to announce they were adopting elements of the idea. The moment was trending within hours. Behind the curtain, off-camera, the show was becoming more than a competition. It was a crash course in modern marketing, and it was reshaping careers. Bozoma took a special interest in Keisha. She's raw, but there's genius there, she confided to Jimmy. I see a bit of myself in her. Jimmy, meanwhile, was amazed by how invested he'd become. I thought I was just here to host, he told his producer one night. But these ideas, they're changing the way I see brands. Late-night segments spun out of the show. Fallon featured weekly brand battle sketches, parodying the challenges with guest stars. Meanwhile, Bozoma was flooded with offers, from speaking engagements to advisory board invitations. But she stayed focused. This isn't about me, she said in a confessional. It's about proving that great branding can come from anywhere. The finalists, after weeks of eliminations, only 3 creatives remained: Keisha, Dante, and a wild card, Maya, a soft-spoken UX designer who had quietly climbed the leaderboard. Their final challenge was a moonshot. You'll create a full branding campaign for a yet-to-be-launched product from a Fortune 100 company, Bozoma explained. You'll present it to the CDO and to a live studio audience. They had 72 hours. Keisha's pitch was sleek and soulful, a minimalist aesthetic paired with emotionally resonant storytelling. Dante, true to form, went wild. His campaign included a VR music video, a custom fashion collab, and a live pop-up art installation. Maya, however, delivered a quiet revolution. Her campaign centered on accessibility, turning the product into a tool for empowerment. Her pitch ended with a short film shot on an iPhone, showing real people whose lives could be transformed. The room was silent when it ended. Then the applause began. The finale aired live. Millions tuned in. Guest appearances included Michelle Obama, Jay-Z, and Shonda Rhimes, each offering praise for the creatives and for Bozoma's leadership. Bozoma took the stage in a gold lame suit, radiant with pride. "You've all changed the game," she said. Jimmy opened the winner's envelope with exaggerated drama. "And the winner of On Brand is Maya." The studio erupted. Maya was stunned. Tears welled in her eyes. Bozoma hugged her tightly. "You earned this," she whispered. Maya's campaign would go live the following month. She was offered a six-figure contract, a mentorship from Bozoma, and a chance to co-lead the next season. Legacy. After the confetti settled, the impact of On Brand rippled across the industry. Agencies began re-evaluating their hiring practices. TikTok trends were born from the show's ideas. Brands began seeking out fresh voices, those unshaped by corporate dogma. Bozoma reflected on the journey during a fireside interview months later. "I didn't come to TV to be a star," she said. "I came to find stars, and we did." Jimmy grinned beside her. Who knew advertising could be funny? The next season was already in development. Rumors swirled. International versions, a podcast, maybe even a branded Super Bowl ad. But Bozoma wasn't chasing expansion.